Hello, I'm Mark Weber. I'm the Managing Director and Senior Curator at the National Museum of the United States Navy, located in the historic Washington Navy Yard. Among the many treasures on display at this museum is this timber, which represents some of the first efforts of the United States Navy. Shortly after the creation of our Navy on October 13, 1775, a fleet of gunboats and row galleys were constructed to defend Lake Champlain, which would have been a natural invasion route for the British forces in Canada to come into the United States. After a 3-day grueling battle, the American forces were defeated by a larger British force, and most of the American vessels were sunk. Many years later, in the 1930s, these vessels were found and recovered. The gunboat Philadelphia, completely intact, can be seen at Smithsonian today. But here we have the Forefoot from one of those galleys, and the Forefoot is a natural timber that was in a curved fashion that was prized in shipbuilding for its strength. And this piece would have been attached to the keel, and where the keel turned up to form the bow or the stem of the boat. So it's a pretty amazing reminder of the earliest days of our Navy and our fighting traditions. While the Battle of Valcour Island was a defeat for the Americans, it really ends up being a strategic victory in that it was able to slow the British forces down and make them have to wait until the following year for their planned invasion of the American colonies. I think the importance about this is it's a tangible reminder of the earliest days of Americans going to sea to defend their nation. There's not much that survives from that era, but this piece is an amazing one.